That descending triad-based run that I just played is something that I use in my rock, country, and blues solos all the time. And I'm going to teach you 3 different versions of it with varying levels of intricacy, but also discuss the theory behind this idea so that you can take that and apply it to your own playing and come up with similar ideas of your own. This video is sponsored by Neural DSP, and my tone is courtesy of my Country Strat Position 2 preset that I created entirely using the Archetype Corey Wong plugin. You can try my tone at home for free by downloading my preset as well as a trial of the plugin itself via the links in the description box. Okay, so this lick is built around a series of major triads in the key of G. So to start with, let's look at the major triads involved. G, F, C, B flat, C again, B flat again. What we've got here is 2 major triad pairs. A triad pair is 2 triads of the same tonality, meaning major, minor, or dominant 7th, for example, that are only a tone apart from one another. A tone on one string is the distance of 2 frets. So notice how those G and F major triads that I just played are the same shape, they are the same triad inversion, but they're just 2 frets apart from one another. And by the way, I will be explaining what a triad inversion is later on in the video. And it's the same deal with these root position C and B flat major triads. Same shape, just 2 frets apart. Same goes for these second inversion C and B flat major triads. Same shape, 2 frets apart. So 2 major triad pairs, G and F, and C and B flat. Now, where do these triads come from? Well, 3 of them occur naturally in the G Mixolydian mode, which is a 7-note scale built from a root, major 2nd, major 3rd, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, major 6th, and flat 7th, giving us the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F. A triad is a 3-note chord containing a root, 3rd, and 5th. For example, a G major triad would have G as the root note, B as the 3rd, because when you ascend alphabetically and count the root note as 1, G, A, B, 1, 2, 3, B is therefore a 3rd higher, and D would be the 5th because G, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5th higher than that root note. When you build triads from each degree of the Mixolydian mode, you get the following: G major, A minor, B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, and then we're back to the start of the scale, G major. For the purposes of this lesson, I won't be explaining why some are major, some are minor, and one is diminished, but if you want to learn more about triads and how to apply music theory to the guitar to become a confident guitar player, that's what my Bulletproof Guitar Player courses are for, and you can find links to them in the description box beneath the video. Going back to the triads built from each degree of G Mixolydian, you can tell where those G, C, and F major triads are coming from, right? The G and F major triads are built from the root and 7th note of the scale. So there's G major, and there's F major, a tone below it. So there's our first triad pair, G and F. And the C major is built from the 4th degree of the scale. And I did mention that the other triad pair involved in this lick contains C and B flat major triads. So where am I getting that B flat major triad from if it doesn't occur naturally in G Mixolydian? Look again at the triads of G Mixolydian and you will see that there is no B flat major to be found. So again, where are we getting that B flat major from? Well, often when I'm soloing with the Mixolydian mode, instead of visualizing Mixolydian scale positions, for the most part, what I will do is visualize a combination of major and minor pentatonic scales with the same root note. Reason being is that when you do so, when you combine, say, G major pentatonic with G minor pentatonic, you end up with a scale that is essentially mixolydian with an additional note. And that additional note is a flat third. See, mixolydian and the major pentatonic scales both have a major third, which in this key would be the note B. 1, 2, 3. But the minor pentatonic scale has a flat third, which is the note B flat. From that flat third, you can build another major triad. The notes of a B flat major triad are B flat, D, and F. And since D and F already occur naturally in the G mixolydian mode, it's just the root note B flat that is from outside the scale. And what that means for the C major triad, the one built from the 4th degree of the mixolydian mode, is that now it has a buddy to pair up with just a tone below it. So that's where the C and B flat major triad pair is coming from in the context of that lick. Now we're going to talk about triad inversions. A triad inversion is simply the order of the 3 notes in a triad from low to high. The names for each triad inversion are root position, first inversion, and second inversion. A root position triad has the root in the bass, third in the middle, and the 5th on top. Root, third, 5th. The first inversion has the third in the bass, the 5th in the middle, and the root on top. Third, 5th, root. And the second inversion has the 5th in the bass, the root in the middle, and the 3rd on top. 5th, root, 3rd. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. Triad inversions can be played in many different ways, but one way that I like to teach my students when they're first getting to grips with triads is playing these inversions across the 4 string sets. Now, a string set in this context is a group of 3 strings that sit directly next to each other. So the first string set would be the high E, B, and G strings. Second would be the B, G, and D. Third would be G, D, and A. And the fourth would be the D, A, and low E strings. The level 1 version of this lick could be visualized using triad inversions on the 3rd string set. Now here's a reminder of what it goes like. Let's look at the triad inversions that I'm visualizing when I'm playing that lick. So for G and F major, we've got 2 first inversion triad shapes on the 3rd string set that look like this. That's G, and this is F. Same inversion, same shape. Pay attention to the fretboard diagram to see where the roots, thirds, and fifths are. Then for the C and B flat major triads, the first occurrence of those triads, we've got second inversion triads. C, B flat. Again, look at the fretboard diagram to see where the roots, thirds, and fifths are. Then at the end of the lick, when I play C major and B flat again, I'm playing first inversion triads. So that's C, and that's B flat. So altogether we've got G, F, C, B flat, C, B flat. Now in the level 1 version, we actually leave out the notes on the D string entirely. So we're left with this. And those are essentially sixths, which when chicken picked give off a very strong country vibe. The level 2 version adds in some notes on the B string, and it goes like this. So for this version, I'm visualizing a combination of triad inversions on the third string set and the second string set. So the second would be the B, G, and D strings. So allow me to just show you the triad inversions that I'm visualizing or seeing on that string set. So for G, we have this. That's the second inversion. Also the same for the F. Then root position, C and B flat. Then second inversion, C and B flat. And like I said, I'm kind of visualizing them alongside these inversions on the third string set. Again, I am leaving out the notes on the D string, so I am picking the notes on the A string whilst plucking the notes on the G and B strings with my middle and third fingers. Which gives it this nice double stop effect, which further enhances the country vibe of this lick. Before I break down the level 3 version of this lick, I want to talk about my tone. I mentioned at the start that this video is sponsored by Neural DSP, and my tone is courtesy of the Archetype Corey Wong plugin. The preset that I've created for this video is called Country Strat Position 2, and that can be downloaded for free along with a free trial of the plugin in the description box beneath the video. Archetype Corey Wong is an extremely versatile plugin, and as someone who mostly enjoys playing a combination of rock, country and blues, I have to say that this plugin is very accommodating to all of those playing styles. The fact that there's 3 amps, 3 cabs, a range of mic emulations to choose from, as well as effects like a compressor, an envelope filter, a tube screamer, overdrive, delay, reverb, and an onboard EQ, that all makes this an incredibly convenient tool for the recording guitar player. And let me just show you what I'm using for my particular preset in this video. I'm using the Dumble-inspired amp snob head matched with a cab that's got a ribbon mic and a dynamic mic on it. In front of the amp, I'm running the compressor and the tube screamer, and in the post effects, I'm using some slapback delay and a short reverb. Combine that with position 2 on the Strat's pickup selector and you get a really nice, crispy, snappy country tone that would work just as well on a Telecaster if you have one. Links to try out the plugin and my preset for free are in the description box. Thanks to Neural for sponsoring another video, and let's get back to the lesson. The level 3 version of this lick involves some rapid fire alternate picking on the A string, and it goes like this. So for all of the triads bar the very last one, the last B flat, I am alternate picking the notes on the A string with a down up down pattern and then plucking the notes on the G and B strings in the same way that I did for the level 2 version. So let's slow down the entire lick so that you can get a good look at what I'm doing there. So to recap on what we've gone over, this was the level 1 version. In the level 2 version, we added in notes on the B string, and it went like this. And in the level 3 version, the final boss, we alternate picked notes on the A string, like so. If you're interested in learning more about triads, improvisation, and how to use music theory to become a better, more confident guitar player, you can check out my Bulletproof Guitar Player courses. They are linked in the description box beneath the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more, and I hope to see you in the next one.